Hi, what is up you guys? It's May and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just kind of like a life update, like what's been going on since I've been home. If you guys don't know, I moved out of my apartment in Long Beach, almost completely, like took all my furniture and stuff, and I moved back home just because I didn't really see the point of being there because we were on lockdown. There was like literally nothing to do. Couldn't go out to eat, like couldn't see my friends, like classes and work were gonna be online. So I figured that I'd rather be like with my family than just stuck in my apartment. So yeah, my dad came down and we packed everything up and I've been home for time like doesn't really exist, I feel like, in quarantine, so I don't really remember how many weeks it's been. Probably like 3? Yeah, I think it's been like 3 weeks. I had 1 week of class, then it was spring break, now we're in class again. It's Thursday right now of the first week of class after spring break. I don't even know, I think we're in like week 11, I think. We have 5 more weeks of class and then finals. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk to you guys about like kind of how things have been going, like classes and stuff. So all my classes are online. I have my Education Across Cultures class and grammar that I have to be on Zoom for at the time of the class. I had really planned on filming this video a lot earlier today. It is 12:13 right now and I have to be in class at 12:30, but I slept in until 10. Then I have directed studies, which hasn't really started back up again yet. I don't really know what's going on with that, but we'll figure it out. And we'll probably be doing that on Zoom. And then Pilates, she'll post workouts for us to do, and then we have to do them, time-lapse record ourselves, upload the video, write a discussion post, and comment on 2 other people's discussion posts, and then we have like a project where we have to make our own workout and film us doing it and stuff, and then we have to do like each other's workouts. So it's kind of annoying to me that like it's that much work for a 1-unit exercise class that I'm doing credit no credit for, but on the other hand, it is really nice that I have something forcing me to work out because I've not been like doing super well at that. Like obviously it's the same for everyone, like you're trapped inside, like you're going to be less active, like it's just gonna happen. Like I was having to walk all around in college and now I'm here, so I like usually I'll go for a walk. Most days I will do, like I do Zumba every week on Instagram Live. If you guys are interested, this is my Instagram handle right there. I do it Wednesday at 3 p.m. Just like a 30-minute Zumba class. It's not like perfect. Sometimes I will do like Zumba classes or yoga classes on Zoom through my Zumba teacher from home. Also, the rec center has classes. I'm actually super excited. I think my Zumba teacher's doing one tonight, so I'm gonna do that. And then I have the Pilates ones. And then like through when we had to find our own Pilates workouts, I found like a couple like YouTube channels that I really liked, so occasionally I'll do like one of their workouts too. It's just like really hard to get motivated to do it. But yeah, so like the online classes have been going okay. I just find like it's really hard for me to like stay engaged and pay attention. It's not the same, like everyone's been saying, and this is just so true, like these classes weren't meant to be online classes, and these teachers aren't actually like necessarily trained to teach online. Like it's completely different, and like some classes are designed to be online but these aren't, so like it's just like not an ideal situation for anyone. Also for my Education Across Cultures class, we have to do observations, so now I have to like observe on Zoom. I did my first observation on Tuesday, and it went pretty well, so I think it'll be fine finishing that up. I just have to write my paper. I actually really did get caught up with this class because I had been super behind, as I was talking about in my vlogs before I moved, and like I had the midterm and all that stuff. So like over break I did manage to catch up and I've been staying pretty on top of it, but I have this paper to do and I keep putting it off and I really need to do it. So that'll be this weekend. And then for grammar, it's fine. Again, I do just find it a little bit harder to learn online, and it's kind of annoying because like when you have to ask a question, it's like you have to like virtually raise your hand, and then because that class is pretty big, it's like 40+ people, so you can't just like start talking, you know, it's just not the same. But I'm still like doing really well in it and stuff. We had our first like online quiz and that went fine, so I think that will be fine. And then work is also online. So the week before spring break we had email tutoring, which was like if students wanted help they could just like send their paper over and like a tutor would help them with it through email, but I was never asked to do that. Like very few people actually did it, so I got paid my regular hours. We had like a training week before that where we got paid our regular hours, and then we had that week spring break we were off, and then this week we started Zoom tutoring, and I haven't had to do anything yet because like it's just starting to get publicized and like teachers are just starting to tell their students about it, so it'll probably get busier. But like I literally got to do nothing Monday and Wednesday. I just had to like check in with my like coordinator and then just like check the system or check my email to make sure that no one had scheduled an appointment. But I do have one tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I'm like kind of nervous because I literally have not tutored for a month now, but it's fine. So like I used to be desk on Fridays, if you guys remember, but obviously now there is no desk, so I'm just like tutoring Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 2. Yeah, so students can make their own appointments now, so like I'll just get an email if someone like makes the appointment, then we get on Zoom and like everyone's in like the same like meeting room to start, and then our coordinator will like put us in like breakout rooms, and then that's where the tutoring sessions are, and the student will either share the Google Doc or we'll like screen share. So that's what I've been told. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. We also have a staff meeting tomorrow at 9, so I'm gonna have to get up at 8. Yikes. Yeah, so that's work. I think I'm gonna vlog this weekend and next week, so I'll be like keeping you guys updated on how everything goes. I just want to talk about the weird feeling. I mean, I feel like everyone's probably feeling weird and off right now, but it's just like weird being home and still having things to do. Like I've had like obviously like spring break, Thanksgiving break, I'm home and I have like homework to do, but I don't actually have to be like in class or at work in my room, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is like my safe haven away from all that stuff. And I feel like for a lot of people that's true, like the home just like isn't what it used to be. I mean, for my parents, their lives really didn't change that much because like my dad worked from home anyway, so he now just doesn't have to leave for any meetings at all. And then my mom works for like a financial advising company, so like it's technically considered a bank or like essential, so they still have to go in. So like it doesn't feel weird being home in that sense because like nothing's altered, but it's just like the home to me isn't like the safe space that it was before. Like now I still have to do my responsibilities here in a way that I didn't before, and I think for a lot of people who aren't used to working from home or any of that, like it's probably that too. Like it's not like a place of rest anymore, I guess. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. And then I also just kind of wanted to talk about acknowledging our feelings during this time. I've been seeing a lot about it on social media. Like people are kind of acknowledging this, but it's just like you don't have to feel bad about being frustrated with your situation. Like it doesn't mean that you're saying that you have it worse than everyone else just because you're frustrated. Like you can acknowledge that other people maybe have a harder time than you. Like you can acknowledge that it's really hard for like grocery store workers and like healthcare workers, delivery workers, etc. right now. But you can also be frustrated that you don't get to have your senior prom or your high school graduation. If you had like a trip planned or if you were going to Coachella, that's still valid. Like as long as you're not going like, oh my gosh, like Coachella got canceled, so like my life is over and like my life sucks way more than everyone else's. Like you can still have like the things that you're sad about. I don't know what I'm even saying, but like you can like be simultaneously frustrated and sad and grateful for what you have and like acknowledging your blessings at the same time. I just think about this like when I take my virtual like yoga classes. I'm like, I am so grateful that this instructor, who I've been literally going to her class since freshman year of college, is doing online classes so I can still get this experience. But I am so devastated that I will never be able to actually go to the rec center and have that community and that space and the vibes, and it's just not the same. Like I'm so devastated that I'll never be able to do that again. Like same with Zumba, like just things like that. Like you can be sad and frustrated like and grateful at the same time. That's that. Also just wanted to talk about like what entertainment I've been consuming, because I mean for us college students I feel like a lot of people are like, oh look, we have all this like free time in quarantine, but we're like literally like our lives are the same. But I still like, I had spring break and stuff, so I feel like I have been like watching more TV, movies, like reading more. I'm in the middle of a couple of books. I'm reading One True Loves, or I'm actually listening to it, by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It is so good, you guys. This is becoming one of my favorite authors. Highly recommend it. It's not young adult, it's like adult novels. And I usually just read young adult, but I've been like trying out some like adult novels and I really like them. She's a really good author. Like all her characters are just so well fleshed out, and like all the supporting characters too. And I really like stories that are very character driven, and that's how I write too, so I just really enjoy that kind of story. And then I'm also reading, this book is I really don't like it so far, but it's called Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List, and I just saw the movie on Netflix and I was like, oh, like I'll try to read the book and then watch it or something, and it's written about college students, but it's written like they're in 3rd grade. Like the narration is, I can barely get through it, but I'm gonna try to read it. And I was like in the middle of reading Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and then I had to return it to the library, so I requested it from Libby. If you guys don't know, Libby's an app where like you can get audiobooks and like print books, like ebooks online through the library, so like libraries are closed, so if you like download the app and you can just put in your library card, you can still like read library books that way, so that's cool. And then for movies, my mom and I had like a lot of movie nights over break, which was really fun. We watched the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, which was so good. I highly recommend that movie. We watched As Good as It Gets, One Day, and Step Brothers. So, As Good as It Gets was okay. It was kind of weird, but the characters were like kind of quirky and it was an interesting story. One Day was really depressing, so don't watch that if you don't want to be sad. And Step Brothers is pretty funny. I know that's like I feel like most people have seen that movie and I'm just kind of late to the game, but... And then for TV, I finally started watching season 2 of You, because I watched season 1 last summer and got super hooked on it and binged it in just like a couple days, and it was so good. And now I've watched 3 episodes of season 2, I believe, yeah. And it's so good. It's not as good as season 1, but still good. And Michelina and I are rewatching Gilmore Girls. We like have the Netflix party thing and we watch it like a couple times a week and it's really fun. We're on season 2, like beginning of season 2. And that's always a fun thing to do, and we like FaceTime while we're watching it too. And it's just so fun. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram and I don't think very many people responded, but Grace said, what is your favorite quarantine snack? And honestly, that would probably just be baked goods. Like my mom and I have been baking a lot, like muffins, brownies, like we made an applesauce cake, just things like that. We made black bottom cupcakes, we made cheesecake, that was really good. Yeah, I would say just baked goods. And then someone said, did you do a video on your SOAR experience? And I believe I talked about it in my CSULB What Happens After You Get Accepted video, which I'll link down below, because I think I kind of went through like SOAR and like move-in maybe. No, I think I did a separate video on move-in, but if I talked about it, it would be in that video. And since I had my SOAR so long ago, I hesitate to say like how it is, because I don't know how applicable that is. Like they probably changed a lot of things. But basically for me, it was just like you go, you sign in, there's like a whole bunch of people, you get assigned to like your like major group or your college, I think it is. So like I was with like the other liberal arts people. They kind of give you a tour around, you get your ID card, picture taken, you get your ID card. There's like a bunch of presentations and stuff you have to do like in a classroom. You get lunch at the union, and then like the main thing is that you register for your classes. So like you want an earlier SOAR date because you want to be able to get like your classes before the other freshmen do, because freshmen are last anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. From what I can remember, but like definitely check that video out. Oh, and then I just wanted to tell you guys, it was so cool. So this professor from CSULB, who's a visual arts professor, commented on one of my YouTube videos and asked if I could talk to his class, because every week they have like a different activity, I think, and their activity for week 11 was vlogging. And so like he wanted me to talk to them about like my experience and like tips and stuff, and so I joined their Zoom meeting and it was like so fun, and we ended up talking about like my study abroad experience too, and like all that stuff, and I just think it was so cool. So that was just like a really cool experience, and if any of you guys from that class are watching this, I hope your vlogs went well. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I literally have to be in class now, so thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for 400. That was so exciting. And yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe, please give this video a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!